I'm sick of the lies. The lies. The lies the mainstream sports media tells you Bron fanboys to make you believe LeBron James is the GOAT. He not the GOAT, dog. He not the GOAT. All right? That's the facts. And you already know the deal, the real NBA fans. Oh, yeah, we all know that LeBron James is not the GOAT. But here come the Bron fanboys. Yep, here they come. Here they come. They're here again, dog. Once again. And what do they got to say now, dog? You see, recently we got on that stupid Mind the Game podcast. You already know the deal. All right. An age-old narrative being recycled yet again. Here is Kevin Durant talking with LeBron James, Steve Nash in the background. These three losers over here talking about, well, some people, they go play baseball. Some people, they go play baseball. Michael Jordan is a quitter. He quit. He went to go play baseball. He retired after 9 years. He went and retired. He quit. He couldn't handle it. He couldn't take it. He had to leave. But guess what? Playing 20 years? That's the goal. That's the goal. The goal is to play 20 years. And people like me, I'm close to that. And LeBron and some people, they play 22 years straight. Oh, 22 years straight. Oh, wow. Wow, so amazing. He's so much. Look, this is what it's all about being in the NBA, is longevity, dog. Longevity. Still talking about some longevity all the way up to this point. Longevity has been destroyed, dog. I already destroyed longevity, all right? You see what I'm saying? The reason I don't be coming out and posting video after video after video after video is because I've already destroyed all of these topics, dog, in previous videos. Long ago, dog. You see what I'm saying? This stuff is child's play, dog. But we're about to go into this, dog. You see what I'm saying? We got Kevin Durant out here talking trash, basically sneak dissing Michael Jordan. Okay, all right, whatever. And he want to talk about, he want to question the commitment. He's implying that Michael Jordan was not as committed as someone like a Kevin Durant or a LeBron James. Yeah. He's not as committed. Yeah, he's a quitter. And how many Bron fanboys have you heard come out even before this? See, it's an age-old narrative. All these Bron fanboys, oh, Michael Jordan, he's a quitter. He's a quitter. Yeah, he quit. He left. And you see, he couldn't take it. He couldn't handle it. He had to quit. Because he's not man enough. He's not the caliber, a player of someone like a LeBron James who could just keep going year after year after year after year. Michael Jordan couldn't do that. It got too tough for him. Dog. We're about to put this to bed, dog. You see what I'm saying? I've been staying back, dog. I've been staying back. But more nonsense has been put out there, dog. More nonsense has been put out there, dog. Talking about, well, you see, Michael Jordan, he quit. He's a quitter. He's a quitter, huh? He's a quitter, dog. Yeah, okay, he's a quitter. He's a quitter. Let's see. Oh, okay. First of all, dog, we're gonna put up a graphic, dog. We're gonna put up a graphic. You see, these clowns, they're so stupid and so unaware of the history of the game. They're unaware of it, all right? They're unaware of Michael Jordan's greatness. You see what I'm saying? They're so unaware. They're out here blabbing, running their mouths. You see what I'm saying? Trying to make it seem like, well, we played longer than him. So I don't understand why you still think this guy's the GOAT. We played longer. 20 years is the goal. Why is 20 years the goal, Kevin? Huh? Why? Who made that up? Who made up that rule? Oh, you got to play 20 years. You got to play 20 years. That's actually the goal. That's actually the goal of playing basketball at NBA professional level. You got to play for 20 years. That's why all these players are playing, so they can hit 20 years. 20 years. That's why are you trying to get to 20 years, Kevin? Will you shut up, Kevin? Kevin, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Why you need to hit 20 years? What's the point of that? You're going to get some sort of NBA 401k? You got to play 20 years so you can get your pension? So you can retire and get your pension? Ain't no pension. You don't have to play no 20 years, dog. What are you talking about? Oh, 20 years is the goal. 20 years is the goal. 20 years. No, it's not. All right? Everybody knows why these players are playing or should be playing. All right? It's to win, dog. We're all out here trying to win. All right? That's the point. Basketball is a game, and a game is played to win. That is the purpose of the game. All right? But here comes Michael Jordan. Okay? Michael Jordan wins. Not only does he win, which was the point, but he wins in a way that is unbelievable. Okay? He wins in a way where he doesn't have the kind of help players before him had. All right? And he has more accolades than the players before him had in the process of winning. And we see Michael Jordan, solely his impact as an individual player on this game was extremely high. All right? And so then, ever since then, now it's like the NBA, everyone's like, oh, we got to recreate another Michael. We need to have an individual player who's just super, super, super good. All right? Super good, and he's winning. All right? And we're going to push that into the future. All right? Problem is, ain't nobody on Michael Jordan's level, dog. Nobody's on Michael Jordan. Nobody could do what he did. Nobody before him and nobody after him. They started changing rules, dog. They remove hand checking. You see what I'm saying? They remove what was it? They do that 3-second rule or whatever, you know? Defensive 3 seconds. So now centers, they can't even stay in the paint. 3 seconds max, then get out of there. Because we got to clear this lane. All right? We got to give these offensive players more opportunities to score. Because they're not scoring like Michael Jordan. No matter what we do, they still can't score like Michael Jordan. We're gonna, you know what? Let's focus on 3-pointers. 3-pointers, they're worth more points, right? All right, we're gonna make the game 3-pointers and layups. All right? They still can't score like Michael Jordan. All right? Michael Jordan still to this point, 37.1 points per game for a season, dog. How many players now are hitting that? Nobody even touching it. Nobody even scraping it, dog. We got James Harden, who got 36.1. Okay. James Harden got 36.1. But guess what? That's not 37.1. Okay? And he never got that ever again. All right? That's the closest we've ever gotten. All right? And James Harden, we know, ain't nowhere near no level of no Michael Jordan. All right? Not anywhere close. All right? Now, we're going to put up a graphic, dog. Since these clowns over here saying, oh, Michael Jordan, he quit. He quit. Okay. All right, let's take a look at this, dog. We're looking at a guy who has 0 championships in his first 9 seasons. MJ has 3. All right? 3 to KD's 0. Finals MVPs, 3 to KD's 0. MVPs, 3 to KD's 1. All NBA first team, 7 to KD's 4. All defensive first team, 6 to KD's 0. 7 scoring titles to KD's 4. 1 All-Star Game MVP to KD's 1 All-Star MVP. They're tied. 1 Defensive Player of the Year to KD's 0. 3 steals titles to KD's 0. Both have Rookie of the Year. 32.3 points per game to KD's 27.4 points per game. MJ almost a whole 5 points a game higher than KD in points per game on better efficiency, 51.6 to KD's 48.3. Oh, but look at Michael Jordan's 3-point percentage. Oh, he doesn't have a 3-ball. Look, it's 30.1 3-point percentage to KD's 38. Oh, and then 84.6 free throw to KD's 88.2. Oh, but then we look at the total points, and MJ is ahead of KD by almost 4,000 more points. Okay? But here are these clowns, all right? You see, we compare the first 9 seasons of MJ to the first 9 seasons of KD, and KD is nowhere near the caliber of a Michael Jordan, all right? Not even close, okay? Not even close, all right? He might have some scoring titles, though. He might have some scoring titles. Hey, 4-7. Hey, that's not too bad. But we think about the era he's playing in, an era with no hand checking, all right? 0 hand checking, all right? And an era where, even regardless of the era, he's 5 inches taller than Michael Jordan, all right? With a longer wingspan. He's 6'11", all right? He can't get more than 4 with no hand checking? Like, what is going on here, dog? You see what I'm saying? And then we look at his efficiency from 3. Oh, he has a 3 ball. Look at these clowns. Same with Anthony Edwards out here talking all that nonsense. You see, I'm better than MJ because I got a 3 ball. MJ didn't really have a 3 ball. You see, what they got to do is they got to look at a stupid one little category. Oh, he's got a 3 ball. So what, dog? Because Michael Jordan has 3 championships, 3 finals MVPs, 3 MVPs, 7 All-NBA first teams, 6 All-Defensive first teams, 7 scoring titles. You see what I'm saying? Defensive player of the year. We look, he was scoring 32.3 points per game. None of these guys are touching this, dog. None of these guys are touching this. On 51.6% field goal. Nobody's touching that. Anthony Edwards ain't touching that. But he want to talk about, oh, I got a 3 ball, though. You see, these guys, these clowns, they pick one thing they can, quote unquote, do better than Michael Jordan, all right? And this is classic moving the goalpost. Because the goal isn't a freaking score, have a higher 3 ball. The goal isn't to have the highest efficiency from 3-point or anything like that. All right, that's not the goal. Michael was not playing for that. Michael was playing to freaking win. All right? And in the process of playing to freaking win, he managed to get all these accolades, dog, that KD can't even compare to in his first 9 years. All right? Nowhere near it, nowhere close. Okay? So he's got to move the goalposts and talk about, 20 years is the goal. 20 years is the goal, you see? And LeBron, he played 22 years straight. Michael couldn't do that. That quitter. Because he's a freaking quitter. He's not on LeBron's level. No, dog. You have no idea what you're talking about, Kevin. You're not even anywhere near anything like Michael in your first 9 seasons, all right? Michael retired after 9 seasons. You have yet to, you know what? As a matter of fact, let's just bring up Kevin Durant's entire career compared to Michael's first 9 seasons. So let's do that. Okay. Oh, look, still nowhere close to Michael Jordan. Michael has 3 chips to your 2, 3 finals MVPs to your 2, 3 MVPs to your 1, 7 All-NBA first team to your 6, 6 all-defensive first team to your 0, 7 scoring titles to your 4. Oh, you beat him in All-Star Game MVP by 1. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. And you had how many extra years to do it? 8 extra seasons to get an extra All-Star Game MVP. Oh, wow. Okay, still no Defensive Player of the Year, no steals titles, no Rookie of the Year. All right. You have a Rookie of the Year. Points, not anywhere close. Michael ahead of you by 5 extra points per game. He's still more efficient than you. Oh, but your 3-point percentage, it went up 1%. Oh, free throw percentage is the same. Oh, and look at his total points, though. Oh, 30,571, dog. Wow, that's more than 21,541. He had 8 extra seasons to get a higher point total. So now we got to move the goalposts and look at total points and say, oh, KD's better. Oh, because isn't that what you Bron fanboys do with Michael Jordan and LeBron James? Oh, LeBron, he has all the points. He has so many points. He has more points than Michael Jordan. Oh, he's better. He's better. It's not anywhere near that, anywhere close. It's a freaking lie. All right? This is a desperate, pathetic attempt to try to push these guys up ahead of Michael Jordan when they have no business even being mentioned in the same conversation with him, dog. As a matter of fact, let's go back to the 9 seasons, all right? KD's first 9 seasons, all right? Because even his whole career, Michael Jordan's first 9 seasons beats his 17-year career, dog. All right? So who can it really compare to? All right? AD or KD is more comparable to AI, Allen Iverson, dog. Yeah, let's put them up together. Look. Oh, okay. Okay, now that's a little more similar, right? That matches up a little more better. AI's first 9 seasons with KD's first 9 seasons. And now we're pretty similar, right? They both have 0 chips, 0 finals MVPs, both won MVP. Oh, KD has 1 more all NBA first team than AI. He's got 0 all defensive first team, just like AI. But he's got 4 scoring titles. They're tied. Oh, AI has an extra all-star game MVP. They both have 0 defensive player of the year. Oh, but AI has 3 steals titles to KD's 0. They were both rookie of the year, same points per game. Oh, but look at the efficiency. Kevin Durant has 48.3 to AI's 41.8. And he has 38 in three-point percentage to AI's 30.9 three-point percentage. And then we look at the free throw percentage. Oh, he's way better in free throw. 88.2 to AI's 76.9. And he's got almost 1,000 more points total than AI. Okay. So we can make the comparisons between their first 9 years. All right. And we can fight over who's better. All right. In their first 9 seasons there between those two. But then we have to consider that AI is freaking 11 inches shorter than Kevin Durant. And then we also have to look at the fact that AI was actually playing defense, some lick of defense, because he has 3 steal titles. All right. So yeah, he's not as efficient. Yeah, by far, he's not as efficient as a Kevin Durant. But he's playing defense. He's making up for it on the defensive end by leading the league in steals, the entire league, out of all the players. You see what I'm saying? That's what he can contribute since he really ain't playing no defense. Since he really don't have that kind of efficiency to his scoring. He's got to step up somewhere else. All right? All these stupid Bron fanboys, all these people talking about this new era of the NBA, they're talking about, oh, they're so efficient. They're so efficient. Look, dog, you have to be efficient, all right? If you're not playing a lick of defense, all right? You have to be efficient. Because otherwise, what are you doing? Why are you there, dog? You're not contributing in any way on the defensive end. So you better be as efficient a scorer as you can be, all right? And that is what Kevin Durant has done to coast throughout his entire career. Try to be as efficient as possible on offense, all right? At the expense of playing defense, at the expense of his team winning, at the expense of any kind of effort to really be putting in to try to win these games, all right? He's not putting in the work. He's not hustling anywhere near the level of a Michael Jordan, all right? He is more like an Allen Iverson, except he's 6'11" in today's era, dog. All right? But he doesn't play a lick of defense, okay? And he's more efficient, okay? That's it. That's who Kevin Durant should be compared to. He shouldn't be mentioned anywhere near no Michael Jordan. I don't know why these guys keep trying to go up to the top. They're trying to start at the top with Michael, the GOAT, and talk about, oh, I do this better than him. I do this better than him. No, you don't. All right? You're not better than him. All right? We can look at your career. Your resume does not stand up. Your entire career's resume does not stand up to a Michael Jordan who had just 9 years and retired the first time. All right? Your entire 17 career resume does not measure up to a 9-year Michael Jordan. All right? That is the facts, dog. All right? Trash. Keep his name out of your mouth. Just shut up, Kevin. You don't know what you're talking about. All right? You are an idiot. All right? A clown who has no basketball knowledge. I don't care if you're a professional NBA player. You have no idea what you're talking about to say something like, oh, some people, they play baseball. I play baseball too, dog. I played baseball too, regardless if my dad was murdered, dog. Regardless of that, if I knew in the future guys wouldn't be anywhere near the level, I would take some time off. Yeah, I'd take some time off. I'd go play baseball and come back, because these clowns, they ain't catching me, dog. They ain't touching me. All right. These Kevin Durants, these LeBron Jameses, all these clowns coming in the future, they're not going to be anywhere near me. If I knew that, I would take a break. Like, what's the point? I'm going to beat them anyway. You see what I'm saying? Clowns. Speaking of clowns, let's go to LeBron James. Let's look at his first 9 seasons in comparison to MJ's. And what do we got, dog? He's losing in the chip battle. He's losing in finals MVPs. He's tied in MVP, though. Oh, they both are 3-time MVPs. Okay. Oh, but MJ has a better, when it comes to all NBA first team, he's ahead by 1. And definitely twice as good when it comes to all defensive first teams. He's got 6 to LeBron's 3. And when it comes to scoring titles, he's 7 times better. 7 scoring titles to LeBron's 1. And then All-Star Game MVP. Oh, LeBron has an extra All-Star MVP. But then Defensive Player of the Year, he does not have any. Steals titles, he has 0. MJ has 3. They were both Rookie of the Year. And then we look at MJ. The points per game is still dominating. The field goal percentage is still dominating. Oh, but wait. LeBron has a 3-ball. Oh, but his free throw percentage is an abysmal 10% lower than Michael Jordan, all right? And he has less points total than Michael Jordan did in his first 9 seasons, all right? If we look at the first 9 seasons of LeBron's career, it's already too late, dog. It's too late. If you wanted to be on Michael Jordan's level, you should have already done it your first 9 years in. Before his first retirement, you should have already been at that level or better. All right? At that level or better. You couldn't do it. The debate was over. All right? Your first 9 years ended any kind of GOAT claim for you, sir, because you could not compete. All right? The most you could do was get 3 MVPs. All right? Tie with Michael. Okay? And that's it. Oh, but if you want to talk about some 3-point percentage, he has his 3-point percentage is higher. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because look at all these other things that he is not anywhere near close. All right? He should have beat him. If he really wanted to compete with Michael, he should have came out the gates hot. All right? Out the gates hot like Michael Jordan did. All right? He came out so hot and he sped ahead of everybody, dog. All right? 9 years in, he's ahead of all these clowns you try to compare him to now. All right? All the clowns of this new era, the modern era, everybody wants to talk about, this is the era, we got the threes and we're more skilled. There's more skill there. Nah, dog, it's not. It's trash, because these guys are not on the level. All right? They'll never be on the level of what Michael Jordan was able to do in his first 9 seasons with hand checking. You see what I'm saying? This is hand check being removed. All right? These guys, they changed the rules. The NBA changed the rules. They try to help these guys. They let them travel. They let them carry the ball. They added, you got to gather. And you got your, they're letting these guys take extra steps. They're letting them they're putting their palm under the ball when they're dribbling. They're letting these guys get away with this stuff. They're not calling these travels and all this stuff. They're not calling that. All right? And these guys still can't measure up. Okay? Still can't. All right? And you wonder why the ratings are as low as they have ever been. All right? And you keep trying to say, it's a better era, it's a better era. No, it's not. All right? These guys suck. They're trash. They're entitled mama's boy divas. All right? That's Kevin Durant. That's LeBron James. Okay? These guys are not anywhere near, they don't understand the work. They don't understand the work ethic. They don't understand what it takes to be at that level. They want it handed to them. All right? And they're upset. All right? They're upset because they know every time Michael Jordan's name get brought up, they get brought down. But it's their fault. All right? If you're out here really trying to compete with Michael Jordan, all right, you should have let your game do the talking for you, and your careers are not holding up, dog. Now, let's compare LeBron's entire career to Michael's first retirement, okay? He beats him in chips. He beats him in Finals MVPs by one. And look. Let me add that he's had 13 extra seasons. 13 extra seasons than Michael's first retirement. All right, 13. All right, Michael had 9. LeBron has 22. All right, he's had 13 extra seasons to try to surpass Michael because he couldn't beat the first retirement. Couldn't. So he's had 13 more seasons, and he got one more chip, one more final MVP, one more MVP. 13 seasons just to beat him by 1 in each of those categories, dog. Okay? 13 extra seasons to beat him by 6 in all NBA first team. 13 extra seasons to still not play a lick of defense since the first 9 seasons of his career. Still, he got 2 more all-defensive first teams. That's it. That's it. You need 4 more to be 9 defensive all defensive first team with Michael. You still need 4 more. Scoring titles, you couldn't do it. Not even close. All right? Not even 1 more scoring title. You had 13 extra seasons. All right? Oh, but you got an extra All-Star Game MVP. Still no DPOY. All right? Still no Defensive Player of the Year. Still no steals titles. You're not playing any kind of defense to measure up. You're just strictly trying to focus on offense right now and winning championships. That's really all you're doing. And even then, your points per game has dropped since then. All right? Your field goal percentage has gone up, though. It's gone up 2%, 2.3%. And now you're still not beating Michael in his efficiency, are you? All right? But your 3-ball has gotten a little better. Free throw percentage has gotten worse. Oh, but look, 42,001. And look at the total points. The total points. You've had 13 extra seasons to get that many points. All right? 13 extra seasons. Nobody cares about your longevity, LeBron. It's trash. Because when we look at everything Michael did in his first 9 seasons, you're nowhere near it. All right? You've had 22 years. All right? 22 years. And you beat him by 1 in a chip. By 1 in a Finals MVP. By 1 in MVP. This is just compared to Michael's first 9 seasons. All right? Yet you have the nerve to call Michael Jordan a quitter. You have the nerve to question Michael Jordan's commitment. You wish Michael Jordan was a quitter. All right? You wish he was a quitter. All right? Because if he was a quitter, maybe you would have a better case to go against him when it comes to the GOAT status. All right? Maybe you would, because you would have an extra chip, extra Finals MVP, extra MVP, and you have more All-NBA first teams. Okay? Even though you're nowhere near in scoring titles, all right? And you're nowhere near in points per game and field goal percentage, like he's still beating you there. But you got a 3-ball and all this. You got all these longevity status kind of points and longevity totals, right? You wish Michael Jordan was a quitter, because if he had just retired permanently after his first 9 seasons, you might have a shred of a case, dog. You might. But the problem is, Michael Jordan isn't a quitter. Michael Jordan came back, all right? He came back. And then he played for 4 more seasons before he retired again, all right? And when he played for 4 more seasons, he beats you in chips. He beats you in Finals MVPs. He beats you in MVPs. He does not beat you in All NBA first team, but remember, you're still 9 seasons ahead of him, all right? Because when he comes back, he plays for 4 more seasons. That equates his total to 13 seasons. 13. You are still at 22, sir. You were still 9 seasons ahead of him, sir. Okay? You've had 9 extra seasons just to get 3 All-NBA first team. All right? All-defensive first team, he added 3 more all-defensive first teams. You still haven't even... Come on, Doug. You're nowhere near him on defense. And then he's got 3 more scoring titles on top of that. You're nowhere near him scoring titles. And he tied you in All-Star MVP. So you don't have him beating that anymore. Still no defense. Defensive Player of the Year. Steals titles. Still not there. All right. Still Rookie of the Year. Okay. Oh, points per game. Still not there. Field goal percentage, oh, 0.1. You beat them by 0.1 in field goal percentage. You beat them by 1.7 in three-point percentage. But your free throw percentage is still a 10% lower than his. All right. But look at the total points. Oh, Michael, 29,000 and LeBron, 42. So now we're going to move the goalposts. We're going to look at these percentages. All right. We're going to look at these percentages. As a matter of fact, no, we're not. We're not going to look at these percentages. Not until Michael comes back and plays for the Wizards. And then his percentages goes down. All right. Even more. Now we can look at those. Because if we're just looking at Michael's first and second retirements, all right, his first 9 seasons and his next 4 seasons, LeBron cannot even compare in any way, all right? All he's got is all NBA first team, and all we can say, well, he played longer, all right? He played longer. This is really what it comes down to. He's playing longer to compensate for the lack, all right, of what he's been able to achieve anywhere near a Michael Jordan. So he keeps playing, dog. He keeps playing. He's still here trying to build a case, a GOAT case against Michael. He's still trying to build that case, dog, because he knows he does not stand up or measure up to Michael Jordan either. All right? That is the facts. Now let us conclude with the fact, oh, you want to question Michael Jordan's commitment. How? How, Kevin? How? How are you going to question his commitment, dog? All right? He was putting in work. All right? He was going balls to the wall 100%. That's the only way you can put up those kinds of numbers, dog, and put up that kind of success and those kinds of accolades. That's the only way you can do that. Straight, sheer commitment and will, dog. All right? It's the only possible way you could even come close to anything like that. You aren't measuring up, and neither is LeBron. All right? But you want to talk about, oh, we've got longevity, though. 20 years is the goal. Yeah, 20 years. If you can play 20 years, you see, that's what we're really all trying to play for. Trying to play for how long we can play. Dog. That's trash. All right? You guys are clowns. You can't even show up to work. All right? One more graphic. Let's combine LeBron and KD's entire careers to Michael's first 9 seasons before his first retirement. All right? And we can look at the gritty, brutal truth, dog. Michael Jordan had 5 82-game seasons. All right? We combine KD's 17 years with LeBron's 22. That puts you at 39 seasons. 39 seasons of professional NBA level basketball and only 2 total seasons. With you and LeBron combined, over 39 seasons, only 2 total seasons, have you played a full 82 games, dog. You can't even show up to work, all right? You can't even show up to work. Michael Jordan over here getting 5, more than twice as much as both of you combined over the course of 39 seasons, all right? In his first 9 seasons, he had 5 82-game seasons, all right? Who's more committed, all right? Who's more committed? As far as games or seasons where he played at least 80 games, Michael Jordan has 7 in his first 9 years. All right? 7. Okay? And the only reason it's not 9, or it could have been 8 actually, but he broke his foot in his second season. He's breaking his foot, dog. He broke a leg to give you chumps a little more time to catch up with him. You still can't do it, dog. You've had full seasons. He's having injuries, season-ending injuries and stuff. You still can't catch him. All right? Now, combine you and LeBron. You had seven seasons total for the both of your careers. 39 seasons combined. Only 7 of them have you both combined played 80 games at least. Okay? That's it. That's it. Michael did what you did in both your careers combined in his first 9 seasons, dog. When it comes to playing at least 80 games. That's commitment, dog. You got basically 2, 3, 4, almost 4 decades worth of play between you and LeBron, and you can't even do this. Come on, dog. He has 7 games or 7 seasons where he played at least 80 games, dog. In 9 seasons, okay? You've had 7 where you played at least 80 games with you and LeBron combined in 39 seasons. Yet you want to question. You want to talk about, oh, some people play baseball. Some people, dog, he's playing more than you. He's putting in more effort than you. He played with more heart than you. All right? If anything, if he was a quitter, if you really want to say he's a quitter, oh, he deserved to quit. Oh, he definitely deserved it more than anything you could ever do, dog. All right? He deserves it because he really put in some hard work. All right? Some work you don't know a thing about. You and LeBron combined. All right? Because we can look at all your seasons where you played less than 80 games with you and LeBron combined, and we are at 32. All right? 32. That shows you the difference maker, dog. All right? Between who's really showing up. All right? Who's really putting in the work. Who's really coming to work. And who's really being the best they can be. All right? Yet he wants to go off on this little, oh, you gotta, every contract, you gotta recommit yourself to the game. It's really about, you have to be real with yourself. You have to be honest. And look, how many years have I been? How much accolades do I have? And you have to reassess, you have to reassess your career at that point and recommit your, dog, you don't know anything about reassessing evaluating your career or any kind of commitment, dog. You don't know a thing about it, dog. You are nowhere near the level of commitment of a Michael Jordan. You and LeBron combined are nowhere near the level of commitment of a Michael Jordan, dog. All right? And you wonder why everybody still says he's a GOAT. All right? You wonder why everyone's still talking about him to this day. Because he showed up. All right? He showed up. And you, the only reason you have some rings is because you joined up with Steph Curry. All right? Super team. LeBron, the only reason he has rings. Super teams. Shortened seasons. All right? Weak Eastern Conference. Okay? Bubbles. Pandemics. All right? We've yet to see him actually have a championship season where he beats 3 50-win teams during a playoff run to achieve it. All right? So many other all-time greats have done that, dog. So many other all-time greats have done it. LeBron has not done it. All right? I've already shown so many ways. All right? That was the weak rings video, dog. I've shown so many ways. LeBron ain't even winning championships. His rings are not equal to any of these guys that came before him, dog. He is not GOAT status. He should not be mentioned as GOAT status. He doesn't even play the game, dog. Look at this. Look at them combined. But yet Michael, in his first 9 years, this is what he's able to do, dog. This is the kind of commitment he showed. His first 9 seasons. More than both of 2 Hall of Fame careers combined. More than you. All right? I don't want to hear about this, dog. You want to keep talking about Michael Jordan. Why you got his name in your mouth? Just shut up. Shut up. Okay? You don't know a thing about it. That's the only reason you're talking. Same with these Bron fanboys. They don't know a thing about it. That's the only reason they're talking. Why isn't LeBron the GOAT? Why isn't my glorious king the GOAT? Because you don't know what you're talking about. That's why. Because you haven't done any research. You don't know a thing about Michael Jordan. All right? You don't know it. Okay? Michael Jordan's first 9 seasons before his first retirement beats a lot of your favorite players today, dog. His first 9 years beats a lot of your favorite players today's entire careers. Okay? His first retirement, some guys, they play 22 years just to pass him. Just to compete with his first retirement, dog. Okay? But the problem is, MJ is not a quitter because he returned. Yes, he came back. He didn't have to come back, but he did. And when he did even more GOAT stuff. And that is the problem. All right? If he had never come back from his first retirement, then we could have a debate. We could try to make a case for LeBron. And it would be a much better case, a much easier case to start making more comparisons. It would be much more of a debate. But the problem is, MJ is not a quitter. The problem is, MJ came back. All right? Not only did he come back, he played like a little half a season because he was coming back from retirement. But then the next 3 full seasons, he played a full 82 games, each of them. And he three-peated again. Okay? Again. Nobody has three-peated twice. All right? Nobody's three-peated twice. George Mikan three-peated back in the day. Kobe and Shaq three-peated. All right? In the 2000s. That's all we got, dog. That's all we got. But these guys today, LeBron, he's had opportunities to three-peat. He just can't do it, dog, because he don't have the balls to do it, dog. All right? He's a mama's boy. Same as Kevin Durant. I don't want to hear about this, dog. Oh, MJ's a quitter. Dog. You wish he was a quitter. All right? You wish he never came back. That's what you Bron fanboys wish for. That's what LeBron wishes for. That's what Kevin Durant wishes for. That's what Kobe Bryant wishes for. We already know Kobe Bryant was obsessed with trying to chase the ghost. Same as LeBron. All right? They're trying. They're trying. And they need more time. All right? They need more time. 20 years is the goal. Why? So we can pass Michael Jordan in a few things. That's why 20 years is the goal. Because in about 20 years, Kevin Durant, won't you be past Michael Jordan on the all-time scoring list? Huh? Won't you be above him? Michael Jordan's number 5. Won't you be number 5? And move Michael down to number 6? Then you can say, oh, I did something better than Michael. Is that why 20 years is the goal? Isn't it? Didn't Kobe Bryant, 20 years, pass Michael Jordan on the all-time scoring list? That's all we got. That's all you guys got, dog. 20 years is the goal if you want to pass Michael Jordan on the all-time scoring list. All right? That's why 20 years is the goal. That's the only reason I see. But it's not enough. Nobody cares about these longevity stacking points over a 20-something plus year career. That's not what makes a GOAT. That is not defining of your career or your skill or anything about your greatness. All right? But that's why they want to play 20 years. That's what it seems like. 20 years is the goal. Trash. I want to hear about this ever again. Michael Jordan was a quitter. Nah. That's just a little excuse. They try to say, to try to make it seem like LeBron is more committed. He's more committed. He's more committed. He's more deserving of being the GOAT because he's more committed to the game. He never left. He never left. But meanwhile, he did leave. But his lack of commitment shows up in games. All right? We already know, dog. We already know. Where he lays eggs in the playoffs, we already know about 2011. All right? We know there's so many things we can point to of where LeBron has quit during games. During games that mattered. All right? A dude who's a crybaby, crying on the bench because J.R. Smith got a rebound. Now we got to go into overtime. Baby. Entitled Mama's Boy Diva, dog. We're done with this. I don't want to hear about this ever again, dog. It's over. It's over. MJ is not a quitter. That's why he's the GOAT. Because he did not do any quitting when it came to his on-court play. He went balls to the wall. All right? And that's how he got all those accolades. All right? Destroyed. Killed him. Cooked him. Yet again. Just to prove yet again in another way why LeBron is not the GOAT. He not the GOAT, dog. He not the GOAT.